Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A second down run with Lewis. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Number 53. Mike 53. Go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Humphries. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. He leaps over him, and now spinning away. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6, and the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mariota to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On second and very short, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Coming to you. Right there. 54. 54 fight.
They go play action with Brissett. Trying to get it to EbaLLn, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to
try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw, Brissett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Wake picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down, Mariota. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That will tie the all-time mark. You cannot go further, folks. 109 yards on the kick return as they have taken the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Mack. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Tighten up, tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it again with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
36, 33.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you, at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
No. 25, check 25, check 25. One.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And got his man complete. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Titans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.